meantime, talk about the developments today, where after weeks of waiting, we are looking at the 3 years of suspense and speculation. The power transfer in Karnataka is finally happening. DK Shivakumar will be taking oath as the Chief Minister of Karnataka today, where Bengaluru that has been fortified for this high-profile ceremony, with top leaders of the Congress party like Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress Chief Ministers and top opposition bloc leaders who are expected to attend today's ceremony. In the meantime, let's get you the big message that has come across from DK Shivakumar ahead of his oath-taking ceremony. DK says not a leader but a worker, a karyakarta of the party, and this is now coming just hours ahead. 4:05 p.m. is said to be the time which has now been decided for his swearing-in ceremony today.
There was a dedication. I don't tell it was not a dream. It was a dedication. Dedication with hard work. So it was a tough, troubling times. Though it has been delayed, it was not been denied. So the entire party, I feel that it is not Shivakumar here. It is a Congress worker who stood on this democratic setup with the history of the Congress party, who believed. I named the theatre on the death day of Indira Gandhi as Indiraji Chitramandir. That is the commitment I had with the Gandhi family, and they believed me. And they gave me various opportunities. So it was my bound duty to be very loyal to the family, from Rajiv ji to till now. So I want how they have sacrificed for the various positions. Sonia Gandhi's sacrifice, she could have become the Prime Minister. Rahul Gandhi would have become the Prime Minister. But they did not. Ultimately, they fought. Now, Rahul ji walked on the streets of this country. Tell me which leader has taken such a big decision, making very hard work. So it is my duty to do my job. The trust. They have given a worker, not a leader.
Well, Akshara is connected with us. Akshara, good morning. First up, when we speak of the ground, preparations that are being made for today's swearing-in ceremony, and on the lines which DK Shivakumar seems to be giving out a statement saying that the opportunity has been delayed, yes, but it has not been denied to him. Akshara, can you hear me?
Well, yes,
yes,
DK Shivakumar has clearly spoken about Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi. He has also spoken about the sacrifice that they have made, and he tends to follow that particular example set by Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi as well. He also speaks about the sacrifice. He says that because DK Shivakumar was one of the chief minister aspirant 3 years back when Congress won Karnataka, and during that time we had seen an emotional DK Shivakumar. He was also thanking Sonia Gandhi then. So right now, when he's become the chief minister, is also taking their example, stating that Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, they have sacrificed the positions of the prime minister. Just like that, he also had sacrificed, and right now it is his time to become the chief minister. And so that's the reason why he's speaking about it. And he also says that he has been very loyal to the Congress party because of the reasons of why he's loyal is that they gave him the chance during his earlier time, and they showed belief and faith in him. So that's one of the reasons he says that he has been loyal, and right now he has got the right reward for that. So that's what DK Shivakumar is speaking ahead of his vote-taking ceremony. And as far as the security is concerned, a tight security has been set up here in Bengaluru across the city, and to ensure that the public and the Congress workers do not gather at a particular point and cause any public inconvenience. They have set up LED screens in two main zones where the Congress leaders and party workers they can join in and witness the vote-taking ceremony. And right after that, we'll have a cabinet meeting, and post that Rahul Gandhi and the Mallikarjun Kharge will be heading back to Delhi, and they will be
the Congress party, including party president LOP Rahul Gandhi, although it is being said that he won't be staying for the entire ceremony as he has other prior engagements, but we are looking at the top leaders and chief ministers of the Congress ruled states that they will be also heading to Bengaluru today for the swearing-in ceremony. Akshara continues to be with us, but we also talk about this inside scoop on the oath-taking ceremony that we are getting, because there is already a massive security arrangements that has been placed at the Lok Bhavan, and this security setup that has been divided into at least 2 zones. The entire area which has been fortified and dedicated stage that has been set up for the swearing-in ceremony. Around 1,000 people are expected to be accommodated in Lawn B, and there is post the swearing-in high tea for the Chief Minister and his cabinet and dignitaries that would be taking place after the event, and senior police officials are expected to supervise the arrangements, and LED screens that have also been installed for the live telecast. So all of these developments that are now expected on the preparations on ground. Meanwhile, when it comes to DK Shivakumar, on the leaders who will be taking oath alongside him, now what is being said that he is saying that High Command will be sending the list post 10 a.m. So as far as the finalization on this, the list is concerned, that is expected to happen. And DK Shivakumar now says that it is the top brass which will take the final call on the ministers who will be taking oath alongside him. So the High Command to finalize the ministers list coming in from DK Shivakumar, and this is being said post 10 a.m. that the list will arrive and the High Command will have the final say on the berths. That is now coming in from DK Shivakumar. Remember, top MLAs as well of the both camps have been meeting the party High Command, including party President Mallikarjun Kharge, because the race for the cabinet berths that had now begun, and as far as loyalists of Siddaramaiah are also concerned, now being the former Chief Minister, well, that will also is expected to be a part of the new DKS cabinet. So the new list is expected soon.
ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೆಸರುಗಳು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಧಿಕೃತ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನಾಳೆ 10 ಗಂಟೆ ಮೇಲೆ 10 ಗಂಟೆನೋ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ನಮಗೆ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ದೆಹಲಿಯವರು ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯನ ತಿಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅಂತಿಮ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ದೆಹಲಿಯವರು ಮಾಡಿ ನನಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ರಾಜಭವನ್ಗೆ ಪಟ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನಾಳೆ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಭವನದ ಒಂದು ಭೂಮಿ ಪೂಜೆ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರತ್ಯೇಕವಾದ ದಿನ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಆ ಇನ್ವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಗಂಟೆ ಒಳಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು, ಜಿಲ್ಲಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಮತ್ತು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಇನ್ವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಹೋಗಿದೆ.
So the final list that is expected soon on the leaders who will be taking oath as the ministers today. And let's in the meantime also talk about, as DK Shivakumar is now preparing to take charge, attention which is now shifting to shape the first cabinet. Now what is being said according to sources that they indicate a mix of experienced administrators, powerful regional leaders as well, representatives of key communities, and the names that are doing the rounds are, of course, when it comes to senior leaders like G. Parmeshwara, KJ George, MB Patil, Satish Jarkeholi, Ishwar Khandre, there is UT Khader, Ramlinga Reddy, and also Priyank Kharge. But there is also a lot of speculation over the inclusion of Yatindra Siddaramaiah and Rupa Sashidhar, the daughter of senior Congress leader KH Muniappa. Let's in the meantime get you another development of what we are learning, because how Team DKS is expected now to look like. What is now being said that at least 12 to 14 ministers will be taking oath and only one deputy chief minister would be sworn in. So what is being said that G. Parmeshwara's name is likely the one that has been emerging. What was previously said that there would be around 2 to 3 deputy chief ministers, and to this position, however, it seems that G. Parmeshwara's name has been finalized. Reports also suggested that he too was unhappy on being sidelined. In the meantime, the second list of ministers on June 20th, and after the second list is expected to come out post the MLC and the Rajya Sabha election. So this is what we are learning now through sources. Akshara can help us shed more light on this. So Akshara, how does Team DK Shivakumar now look like as far as the position of the deputy chief minister, and how many ministers will be sworn in today?
Well, hectic parleys have been going on in Delhi. You had DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah reaching Delhi along with various other senior leaders in order to discuss the deputy chief minister post and the ministers that need to be inducted. DK Shivakumar has made it very clear, which we believe is that he needed just one deputy chief minister, because he clearly doesn't want any parallel power centers. He doesn't want any senior leader to challenge his authority, because if you take a look at the last 3 years, the power tussle had continued between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar, and he doesn't want to face that issue when he becomes the chief minister. So it is high highly likely that the High Command will take a decision and appoint just one Deputy Chief Minister, and it is likely going to be Parmeshwara. Remember, G. Parmeshwara, one of the tallest Dalit leaders here in Karnataka, he was also the CM aspirant. Now he's been given the Deputy Chief Minister post. Now, when it comes to the cabinet, 12 to 15 ministers are likely to take oath, and it is highly likely that the senior leaders who are ministers in the Siddaramaiah cabinet are going to take oath today, and there will be a phase 2 as well. Now, remember, Mallikarjun Kharge had also spoken about this, that the induction of leaders into the cabinet will take place in 2 phases. The first phase, that is going to be held today, where highly likely that senior leaders will be taken into consideration and they'll be taking oath, and the phase 2, which will take place after the Rajya Sabha and the MLC elections here in Karnataka, we are likely to see new faces, young generation taking over as well. So this will be the composition of the DK's cabinet, but we'll have to wait and watch which leaders will be given which portfolios as well. But Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar, including Congress High Command, have to ensure that they will have a proper caste representation, regional representation, and factional representation of DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah as well, because in the coming 2 years we'll have the elections, assembly elections here in Karnataka in 2028. They have to ensure that once again they have to win this particular election as well. That will be
Siddaramaiah is also concerned. He's wants to remain active, and in Karnataka as well, seeing that he's been chosen for 5 years, so 3 years that he remained as the chief minister. But as far as his influence that continues to remain on the DK Shivakumar cabinet remains to be seen on the number of ministers that will be taking oath. Now, even as DK Shivakumar takes over in Bengaluru, Siddaramaiah is unlikely to fade from the political stage. Now, the former chief minister has been inducted in the CWC, which is the Congress Working Committee, which is the party's highest decision-making body, and that is where the real test for DK Shivakumar now lies, because DKS, who will be governing effectively while managing the continuing presence of one of the state's tallest political figures, and that is what now we are looking at as far as this progression that is now taken in the transition of power. So, Akshara, it is important to know, as far as Siddaramaiah's role is now concerned, he's now been also elevated, though he's refused to come to Delhi or play a role in national politics, but he will be playing a role as a decision-making body of the CWC.
Well, yes, absolutely. That was one of the headache for the Congress High Command, how to placate Siddaramaiah, because he is one of the tallest OBC leaders here in Karnataka, and he has been very instrumental in pulling in votes of the OBC minorities and ensuring that the Congress gains victory and gains ground here in Karnataka. Yes, DK Shivakumar has organizational strength. He brings in that to the party, but you also need someone like Siddaramaiah in order to ensure that they pull in the majority of the votes. So that's why the Congress High Command has been very careful in dealing with Siddaramaiah, and right now what we are hearing is that he has been given the member position of the highest decision-making body of the CWC. Along with that as well, Siddaramaiah's son Yatindra Siddaramaiah will also be getting a ministerial berth. He in fact was in Delhi and spoke to the High Command, stating that he is also one of the aspirants. So that is, these are the two main aspects which the High Command has ensured that Siddaramaiah will be given an important position, and also ensure that his son will also be made a minister. So this is the way in which the Congress High Command has tried to placate Siddaramaiah, so that he will also be a very important person in the Congress, despite being resigned or made to resign as the chief minister of the state of Karnataka.
As far as this transition is concerned, because what was being said, it was supposed to happen when the 2.5 year, the halfway mark of the term was over, but again it's been delayed, and this is something which DK Shivakumar himself has been saying, that it has been delayed but not denied to him what was due. In the meantime, let's also talk about the challenges that lie ahead, because yes, DK Shivakumar has gotten the very position there, but his role, his background, his history is important to note. As far as the road to becoming the chief minister of Karnataka, back in 1985, challenged the JDS chief H.D. Deve Gowda but lost. Then in 1999, got the giant killer tag after defeating H.D. Kumaraswamy. Then in 2002, hosted MLAs in resorts and saved the Deshmukh government in Maharashtra, and that is where he got the label of troubleshooter for the Congress party. Then in 2017, resort operation of MLAs that helped Ahmed Patel win the Rajya Sabha election. Then in 2019, got arrested by the ED and got High Command's full support. And thereafter in 2022, the 139-kilometer Mekedatu march that was revived, the Congress's political future ahead of the elections, and in 2023 the Congress came to power, but it was Siddaramaiah who was made the chief minister after long talks that was taking place between both of the camps. And then in 2026 he's been rewarded for his loyalty and hard work in Karnataka. Meanwhile, when we talk about the challenges that still lie ahead, of course, as I said, that Siddaramaiah continues to play as an active role in Karnataka politics. He's not joining national politics as the offer was given to him by the party high command. Then what is being said that there is Bengaluru civic polls and the Gram Panchayat elections as well that he has to face, and keeping the Ahinda support base intact because they were unhappy with this transition as they are loyal supporters of Siddaramaiah, and the fallout in the social educational survey that is of 2025, and also when it comes to managing the finances while continuing with the guarantees, because the BJP has often tagged the Khatakhat model tag on Karnataka Congress, government. And then there is the headache of Mekedadu and broader Kaveri River conflict that he would be also facing as the chief minister for the coming 2 years. So Akshara, thank you very much for joining in. Keep an eye out on the developments today as the preparations continue for the swearing-in ceremony.